Let's go to our very own correspondent, Kevin McAleese at the Clinton HQ in New York. Kevin, thank you for joining us. There is a delay, so I'm just going to ask you a question and let you go for it. Clinton and her camp started the night pretty strongly, started Florida pretty strongly, but it is unpleasantly tight for them now, isn't it?
That's it, absolutely right. In fact, just about 5 minutes ago, we had jubilant scenes here when they called New York Hillary's hometown and Donald Trump, but it went for the Democratic candidate. The crowd erupted, but I've got to tell you, it's gone a little bit flat since then, because what we're hearing is that Trump is pulling ahead in Florida, that key state. It's often called the key state in a US election. He's also challenging well in Virginia, and Ohio is very much in play. And this wasn't part of the playbook for this crowd here to see their candidate, who we expect to emerge in a few hours' time, because that's how long it will be until we actually have a result in this fascinating US election. But at the moment, yeah, a lot to celebrate if you're a Trump fan, not so much if you're backing Hillary to break that glass ceiling and make history. It's a bit tough at the minute.
Kevin, it was really interesting watching the Clinton camp. After they got that clearance on the emails, they started to get a spring in their step. Trump started to talk about the consequences if he might lose. They were psychologically preparing themselves for victory on the one hand and for defeat on the other. And that psychological preparation was, on the face of it, overly optimistic in the Clinton camp.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. That was a key turning point. When the FBI originally found that there was no criminal prosecution to be had, they were certainly buoyed, and they had a real spring in their step when it came to changing their ground operation, which has been incredibly sophisticated. They went from trying to secure key states to looking down the ballot. That's how confident they were. Their superstar surrogates, the like of Michelle Obama, her husband, President Obama, were also, getting out there and saying, look down the ballot because we're looking pretty strong here. That is not what we're seeing here tonight. We're seeing a very different picture emerge, but it is still early. There's still a lot of votes to get. The winner, remember, needs 270 electoral votes if they're going to take the White House.
Kevin, it's very noisy there and we're struggling to hear you above the noise. Tell us, what's the mood on the floor? Obviously, they will be a little bit dry in the mouth at the moment.
Absolutely. All the noise is coming from the media, I've got to be honest with you, because this crowd has gone a bit quiet. They're just trying to get them buoyed up again, because it's going to be a long night and there's a long way to go. And if this election night is anything like this election race, then it's going to twist and turn plenty before we have a decision.
Kevin McAleese is at the Clinton HQ in New York. Incidentally, as you heard, Kevin's in New York, Trump's in New York. Jonathan Mann from CNN is in New York. We were just talking to him about 5 or 10 minutes ago. They are separated by just over 2K, just a few blocks apart, although they are having very different experiences thus far on election night. Let's look at